You've applied for hundreds of jobs. You finally got the interview. You walk in, you sit down. The interviewer smiles and says, "So, tell me about yourself." 4 words. The most common question in every job interview in the entire world. And yet, most candidates freeze, ramble, go blank, or say something completely wrong. Not because they're not qualified, but because nobody ever taught them exactly what to say in those crucial first seconds. Today, Ruby is here. An HR manager who has conducted hundreds of job interviews and knows exactly what makes a candidate stand out from the very first sentence. And today, she is telling you everything. Let's go. Welcome back to ESL Voice. Today, we are tackling one of the most important English-speaking situations in your entire career. How to introduce yourself in a job interview. What to say, how to say it, what to avoid, and exactly how to make an unforgettable first impression in English. My guest today is Ruby, an experienced HR manager who has interviewed hundreds of candidates across multiple industries and knows precisely what works and what doesn't. Ruby, welcome to ESL Voice.
Thank you so much, Alex. I'm really excited to be here because this topic, self-introduction in interviews, is something I am passionate about. I've seen so many talented candidates lose opportunities simply because they didn't know how to present themselves confidently. And that breaks my heart because the talent was there. The English just needed work.
And that's exactly why you're here today. Let's start from the very beginning. Why, tell me about yourself is so hard. Ruby, let's start with the big question. Tell me about yourself. Why does this simple question cause so much panic?
It's deceptively simple. That's exactly why it's so hard. When someone asks, "Tell me about yourself," the question is so open, so broad, that most people don't know where to begin. Do I talk about my childhood, my education, my hobbies, my last job? Everything? Nothing?
And that confusion leads to rambling.
Exactly. I've had candidates talk for 10 minutes without stopping. I've had candidates say, well, I'm from country. I studied subject. I like reading. Completely unfocused. No direction. No impact.
And what are you actually looking for as an HR manager in those first seconds?
3 things. Only 3. Confidence. Do you believe in yourself? Does your voice say, "I belong in this room"? Clarity. Can you communicate concisely? Do you know what's important and what isn't? Relevance. Is what you're saying connected to this job, this company, this opportunity?
So the perfect self-introduction is confident, clear, and relevant.
Always. Every time. Without exception.
The perfect self-introduction formula. Ruby, give us the formula, the exact structure for a perfect self-introduction in a job interview.
I call it the PREP formula.
P. Present. Start with who you are right now, your current role or situation. R. Relevant past. Mention your most relevant experience or achievement. E. Expertise. Highlight one key skill or strength directly related to the job. P. Purpose. Explain why you want this role at this company.
Prep. Present, relevant past, expertise, purpose. Let me hear it in action.
Of course. Here's an example. Hi, thank you so much for having me today. My name is Sarah. Currently, I'm working as a marketing coordinator at a digital agency in London, where I manage social media campaigns for international clients. Before that, I completed my degree in business communication, where I graduated top of my class. My strongest skill is creating content that genuinely connects with audiences. I grew one client's Instagram following by 40% in just 3 months. I'm particularly excited about this role at your company because I've admired your brand's approach to authentic storytelling for years, and I believe my skills align perfectly with your vision.
Wow, that was under 2 minutes, but it covered everything.
Under 2 minutes is the goal, never longer than 2 minutes.
Why 2 minutes specifically?
Because in those 2 minutes, an experienced interviewer has already formed an impression. After 2 minutes, you're either reinforcing a positive impression or trying to recover from a negative one. The first 2 minutes are everything.
Common mistakes to avoid. Ruby, what are the biggest mistakes candidates make when introducing themselves? The things that immediately hurt their chances.
I see the same mistakes over and over again. Mistake 1. Starting with personal information nobody asked for. Hi, I'm from Bangladesh. I have 2 sisters. I love cooking and watching movies. Nobody is hiring your personal life. Your self-introduction is not a personal biography. It is a professional pitch. Keep personal information for the end, and only if asked.
So start professional, always.
Always professional first. Mistake 2. Reciting your CV word for word. In 2019, I worked at Company A. In 2020, I moved to Company B. In 2021, I was promoted to... The interviewer has your CV. They can read it themselves. Your self-introduction should highlight and connect, not repeat what's already on paper.
So tell the story behind the CV, not the CV itself.
The story. Always the story. Mistake 3. Being too humble. This one is very common with international candidates from certain cultures. I'm not very experienced, bud. I'm still learning, bud. I might not be qualified, bud. These phrases signal self-doubt before you've said anything positive.
So even if you feel nervous, don't say it?
Never say it. The interview room is the one place where confident self-presentation is not arrogance. It is expected. You're selling your skills. Sell them proudly. Mistake 4. Ending without energy. Many candidates trail off at the end. Their voice gets quieter. Their energy drops. And yeah, that's basically me. So, yeah.
I think everyone has heard that ending before.
End strong. Always end strong. I'm really excited about this opportunity, and I'd love to tell you more. Or simply, I'm looking forward to discussing how I can contribute to your team. Strong, forward-looking, confident.
Adapting your introduction to different jobs. Ruby, here's something I think many learners don't realize. Should your self-introduction change for different jobs?
Absolutely. Every single time. Your core story stays the same, but what you emphasize must match the job. Let me show you. Same person, 2 different jobs. For a teaching position, I'm currently a teacher's assistant with 3 years of experience working with international students. My strength is making complex topics simple and engaging. I'm excited about this role because I believe education is the most powerful tool for change. Same person for a marketing role. I currently work in education, where I've developed strong communication and presentation skills. I've created learning materials that reached over 500 students. I'm excited to bring those communication skills into your marketing team.
Same experience. Completely different angle.
The job tells you which angle to take. Read the job description carefully. Find the 3 most important skills they want. Then, make sure those 3 skills appear in your self-introduction.
So the job description is actually the answer key for your self-introduction.
Perfectly said. The answer key. The company told you exactly what they want. Your job is to show them, I have exactly that.
Pronunciation and delivery tips. Ruby, Let's talk about delivery. Because you can have a perfect self-introduction written, but if the delivery is weak, nervous voice, poor eye contact, speaking too fast, does that hurt the impression?
Delivery is 50% of the impression, minimum. The words matter, but how you say them matters just as much. Here are my top delivery tips. Tip 1. Slow down. When nervous, people speak faster, sometimes twice as fast as normal. Practice your introduction at a slow, deliberate pace. Remember, the interviewer is hearing this for the first time. Give them time to absorb it.
So what feels slow to you sounds perfectly natural to them.
Exactly right. Tip 2. Eye contact. In most professional cultures, eye contact signals confidence. Look at the interviewer when you speak. Not staring, that's uncomfortable, but steady, warm, confident eye contact. If there are multiple interviewers, spread your eye contact between all of them. Tip 3. Smile at the beginning. The very first second, before you say a single word, smile. A genuine, warm smile. It immediately makes you more likable, more human, more memorable.
And likable matters in interviews?
Likable matters enormously. Skills get you the interview. Personality gets you the job. Every time someone is choosing between two equally qualified candidates, they choose the one they'd rather work with. Be that person. Tip 4. Pause after your name. My name is Sarah. That pause after your name makes your name land. Makes it memorable. Don't rush past it. Your name is the first thing they'll remember about you. Give it a moment.
Handling nerves. Ruby, let's talk about what everyone experiences, but nobody admits. Nerves. How do you handle interview nerves, specifically during self-introduction?
Nerves are the interviewer's oldest companion. We see them every single day. And here's something I tell every nervous candidate. Nerves are not weakness. Nerves are energy. The same physical feeling that makes you want to run away can be redirected into passion and enthusiasm. The racing heart, the heightened alertness, that is your body saying, "This matters to me." Use that.
So don't fight the nerves. Use them.
Channel them. And here are 3 practical techniques for the interview room. Technique 1, the power breath. Before you enter, take 1 slow, deep breath in. Through your nose for 4 counts. Hold for 2 counts. Release slowly through your mouth. This physically calms your nervous system. Technique 2, anchor phrase. Before you start speaking, say 1 sentence in your head. I am prepared. I belong here. I have something valuable to offer. Just once, to yourself. It resets your mindset in 3 seconds. Technique 3, slow your opening. The first sentence of your self-introduction, say it deliberately slowly. Thank you so much for having me today. By the time you finish that first sentence, your nerves have already started to settle, and your voice sounds controlled and confident.
So the opening sentence is not just an introduction. It's a warm-up for your voice.
A warm-up and a confidence setter. Nail the first sentence, and everything that follows comes so much more naturally.
Practice methods. Ruby, how should someone practice their self-introduction before the actual interview?
Practice is everything. The goal is for your introduction to feel natural, not rehearsed. And there is only one way to achieve that. Practice until it feels like a conversation, not a performance. Here's my recommended practice plan. Day 1, write it out. Write your full prep introduction, every word. Then read it out loud. Time it. It should be between 90 seconds and 2 minutes. Day 2, record yourself.
Set your phone to record video. Deliver your introduction as if in a real interview. Watch it back. Check, am I making eye contact? Am I speaking at the right speed? Do I look confident? Does my voice trail off at the end? Fix what you see. Day 3, mirror practice. Practice in front of a mirror. Watch your facial expressions. Watch your body language. Are you smiling at the beginning? Are your shoulders relaxed? Are you making natural gestures? Day 4 onwards, vary it. Don't memorize one fixed version. Practice delivering the same core content in slightly different ways each time. This prevents it from sounding robotic in the actual interview.
So you're internalizing the structure, not memorizing the script.
The structure stays fixed. The language stays flexible. That combination gives you confidence and naturalness, both at the same time.
Ruby's final message. Ruby, final question. Someone watching this right now has a job interview coming up. Maybe their first interview in English. Maybe after many rejections. They're terrified. Their hands are already shaking just thinking about it. What do you say directly to them?
I want to tell you something I've never said in an interview room, but I've thought it many, many times. When a candidate walks through that door, I am rooting for them. Every HR manager, every interviewer, every hiring manager. We are not sitting there hoping you'll fail. We are sitting there genuinely hoping, please let this be the right person. Please let this work out. Because finding the right person is our job too. And it's not easy. So when you walk in that room, know that the person across from you wants you to succeed. They are on your side before you say a single word. Now, your job is simply to show them who you are. Not perfectly, not flawlessly, just honestly, just confidently, just you. Because the right job, the job that is meant for you, will see exactly who you are and say yes. And no amount of perfect English can replace the genuine person sitting in that chair. Be genuine, be prepared, be yourself, and walk out of that room knowing you gave everything you had. That is always enough.
The right job will see exactly who you are and say yes. Ruby, I think you just gave someone the courage to walk into that interview room. Thank you. From every learner watching. Ruby, what an incredible episode. The prep formula. Confident, clear, relevant. Common mistakes to avoid. Adapting your introduction. Delivery tips. Nerves. Practice plan. And that final message. The right job will see exactly who you are and say yes. I am carrying that forever. On behalf of every learner preparing for their next job interview in English, thank you, Ruby.
Thank you, Alex. And to everyone watching, prepare your prep introduction today. Practice it tonight. And walk into that interview knowing you are ready. You've got this.
Now, if today helped you feel more confident about your next job interview in English, so like the video right now. Subscribe to ESL Voice that actually changes your life. And in the comments, I want you to write your first sentence of your self-introduction. Just one sentence in English right now. Hi, my name is blank, and I currently work as... Start it right there in the comments. That is your practice. That is your first step. Coming up next on ESL Voice, common interview questions and smart answers. An HR manager tells you exactly what to say. Ruby is coming back for round 2. You do not want to miss it. Until then, keep preparing, keep practicing, keep growing. This is ESL Voice, and we believe in you. Always. See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Go prepare that introduction.